This video is about finding prime factors using a factor tree and then going on to find the highest common factor, and we're going to go on to find the lowest common multiple of this as well. Okay, and we're going to use a Venn diagram to do that. Okay, so recap, a prime number is a number that can only be divided by itself on 1. So if I ever saw a question where it said write something in a product of its prime factors, I would automatically write down the prime numbers. So 2, 3, 5, 7, 11. I would only write down the first 5 because it's unlikely that you'll use any others when working out prime factors. So we start off with 48 at the top. And what I say to any pupil is when they're doing this, you just need to think of 2 numbers that multiply together to make 48, regardless of whether it's prime or not. Okay, so I'm going to go with 4 and 12. Okay, so neither of those are prime, they're not in my prime number list. So what I would do is I would draw 2 branches off each one now. Okay, so how can I make 4? Well, 2 times 2. Okay, that 2 is a prime number, so I'm going to put a little circle on that to know that that branch now doesn't need to go any further. Okay, what 2 numbers multiply together to make 12, 2 and 6? Okay, yes, 2 is my prime number, 6 isn't, so I'd have to draw 2 more branches off that one. What multiplies together to make 6? 2 and 3, and they are both prime numbers. Okay, this question isn't finished. What you have to do now is write it as a product. So 48 equals 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. So you write down the prime numbers that multiply together to make this number. We can simplify it. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 can be represented by 2 to the power of 4 times 3. Okay, so next, we're going to find the highest common factor and lowest common multiple of 48 and 56. So we've done 48 already. We're now going to do 56. Okay, so 56, 8 and 7. 7 is my prime number. 8 can be split into 4 and 2. 2 is my prime number. 4 can be split into 2 and 2. So the 2's are my prime numbers. Okay, so what I would do now is I would write out my 2 prime factors listed like this though. So 48 equals 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. And 56 equals 2 times 2 times 2 times 7. Okay, we're now going to put that information into a Venn diagram. So I have 2 circles, like so, that overlap. One of them is going to be for the prime factors of 48, the other is for 56. So remember, the ones in the middle are the ones that are common to both. So I can see I've got a 2 there, I've got another 2 there, I've got another 2 there that's common. Right, so what's left over from 48? I've got a 2 and a 3, and what's left over from 56 is a 7. So the highest common factor is the numbers that are in this intersection here, multiplied together. So 2 times 2 times 2. 2 times 2 times 2 is 8, so the highest common factor is 8. The lowest common multiple is all the numbers in the Venn diagram multiplied together, basically. So it's the intersection. So 2 times 2 times 2 multiplied by what's left. So it's multiplied by 2, then 3, then 7. Okay, I'm going to let you use a calculator to find the lowest common multiple. So we've got 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 7. So our answer is 336. You would expect your lowest common multiple to be quite high, okay, if you're working with big numbers. So the key is here to put it into a Venn diagram so then it's easier to find the HCF and the LCM.